home field advantage has been discussed by many throughout the sports world. Many people base a team's chance at a win on this factor, but studies show that as superiority of play increases, home field advantage decreases. Such as a pitcher in the major leagues. A no-hitter for this pitcher would have no significant effect for him if he has already had a no-hitter or if he has amassed many career wins. Generally, home field advantage affects lesser players rather than those with more expertise. Also, home field advantage varies across different sports, particular teams, and game importance. In one study, scientists experimented with the case of home field advantage. They found that there does appear to be a general advantage to play on your home field. They also found that this advantage varies from football to basketball to soccer and to baseball, as well as from high school to collegiate to professional sports. However, this advantage doesn't always help the home team because they don't always win. One specific reason playing at home is an advantage is the home team's familiarity with their own territory. The support of their home crowd does help, but so does the home team's knowledge of the special characteristics of their home field. Because no two fields are alike, it is very difficult to go from town to town and still manage to win, especially against a man in his hometown. Home field advantage would have a bigger effect on a football player than a hockey player because average attendance for a football team is usually greater than the attendance of a hockey team. It would also have a larger effect on an inexperienced team than a good one because a good team can go from place to place and still manage to win, while a lesser team will probably lose several on the road and while still winning the majority of their home games. Game importance is another huge factor. If two good teams square off for something of importance, such as a rivalry game, the team that plays at home will usually get a boost from their fans, because the fans, as well as the home team, dislike their opponent and want to see their team win badly.
I'll be talking about how home game advantage changes per sport. As America's most popular sport, football attracts the most people in average attendance and live media coverage. Statistically, in the NFL, 54.4% of games were won on the home field. This of course, does not provide that much information from the theoretical 50% if both teams had a chance. But examination of average points per game showed that average points earned by the home team was 21.08, where the visitors had an average of 18.29. That is great evidence for the effect of the home team. Sports writers and TV newscasters say that baseball is the least likely to be affected by the home game advantage. But statistics show that 55.6% of games were won by the home team, a percentage even greater than football. It has been observed that home teams are more offensive than defensive in football. Home teams average 4 more runs per 100 times at bat than the opponents. They also have a little more hits, base hits, and less walks and errors. In an analysis of the World Series games, it showed home disadvantages. Home teams won 60% of games 1 and 2, but only won 40% of the final game. This is the effect of choking by the home team, as previously discussed. Their desire to win is greater with the presence of the audience, which leads to self-focusing, which we discussed is bad. In pro basketball, home teams have a staggering 71% success rate, but this is misleading. In the NBA, teams with winning records sway the statistics with a 76% winning rate, while other teams have a more modest 55% winning rate.
Territoriality is the notion to defend a place from intrusion by outsiders. This pertains more to territorial sports such as football than non-territorial sports such as swimming. In football, a team may not only defend their own field and stadium from loss inflicted by an opponent, but also may defend certain regions of the field, such as the end zone, from intrusion. Another thing that helps the home team is the fact that this home field energizes them against their opponents. For example, a soccer team may be bitter rivals with another. The support of their home fans, along with territoriality, energizes them against attack from their rivals.